where I spent both of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some ball outside of school with a couple of guys who were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your Nazi and uncle in Bel Air."
People in the house, let's go. It's your boy JC. So, pass that thing and watch me flex. Behind my back, you know what's next. Jam, all in your face, what's up? Just feel the bass, drop it, rock it down the room. Shake it, quick and space, come on.
Don't you tell me to stop. You stick around and we can put your wild. Knowing beyond what you can die. Being because so versatile. Style, profile. I said, and always make you back when I hit ooh child. From the hunt you never have to run now. I will never go to the lady night live. When you got me, I will revive.
Get a cup, hard ride. Pick a pretty girl, she on the job. Now stop when we get inspired. Moving with the weight like she on the fly. With a drink, I got to know. Top jeans, tattoo, cause I'm rock, raw. Half black, half white, diamond now. Gang of money, all the time.
Yo, I'm running through these halls like Drano. I got that devilish blue rock and roll, no halo. We party up. Yeah, that's the crew that I'm repping on the rise to the top. No lead or Zeppelin. I'm a nice dude with some nice cream. See these ice cubes, see these ice creams. Eligible bachelor, $1 million boat. That's smarter than what's spilling down your throat. Phantom, exterior like for sales. An interior like superstar wristwear. I can exercise you. This could be your phys ed. She's on your man, that's how you get it his head.
Now whenever graffiti, my name was Slop. If my rap shoot, my beats is shot. Step from the table when I start to chop. I'm all over Jack DJ Aaron. If you try to knock me, you'll get rocked. I'll still fry you in my rock. You need to start shaking and your fingers pop. Like a bitch in the neck on Mr. Strop.
Step up fast and be the first girl to make me throw this cash. We get money, don't be mad, I'll stop. Hate is bad. One more shot for us, another round. Please fill up your cup, don't mess around. You just want to see you shake it up now. You home with me. Get naked now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SFCLive, episode 12. Got a lot of topics to cover tonight, so I'm just going to get straight to it, as usual. So here we are. Welcome, everybody. So we got Pegasus Vs Tagswags. Then later on, we have me at the zoo, Jawed, one of the co-founders of YouTube, speaking out about YouTube's dislikes and how mad about it he is, I'm assuming. And then we have OBS vs Streamlabs. And then we'll also have John Wiggs, a retro gaming YouTube channel, who was threatened to get sued by the company that made Popeye for Nintendo Switch. And then we also have Grand Theft Auto 4 mods and save files taken down by DMCA strikes from Take-Two, aka Rockstar Games, pretty much. So let's just get straight to it. So, a lot of you guys know Pegasus. I'm sure if you watch commentary videos, Pegasus is this like reaction commentary channel. Although it's like this genre of channel. So like, look, I'll pull up like Poncho. So Pegasus is a little different compared to like, not Poncho, but like the other channels that Poncho's can. So like, yeah, these channels like Connor Pugs, August the Duck, Decep. So like, let's look at Connor Pugs and August the Duck. Or no,
We got our
Decep.
first.
Excuse me. So let's go a little bit back. Let's go further back. So you can see a bunch of vegan teacher videos, and then Jacksepticeye with very clickbaity kind of thumbnails here. So and then these channel, and then Connor Pugs. Let's see. You can see kind of the same stuff, like kind of like basic thumbnails with like extreme titles, like the Mr. Beast scam gets worse. That's not extreme title, never mind. But like these channels are like pretty much the same, right? And Pegasus is kind of different. Like he'll do like Reddit reviews, he'll do like Twitch live streams. So I wouldn't like put him in this same genre like these other channels, but like these type of channels are pretty much the exact same. Like Connor Pugs and so I'm not hating on these channels, by the way. I'm not like trying to hate on these channels. I'm just using them as an example. Like these are like extreme clickbaity thumbnails, same topics pretty much, like vegan teacher video. And, you know, putting some basic thumbnails. Again, I'm not trying to hate on these channels. I know it sounds like it. But, yeah. So, like, I won't pick Pegasus in there with that channel. Like, he does different stuff. He'll do, like, weed tweets, which is, actually, that's kind of what those channels do. He'll do Reddit reviews. He'll cover YouTube drama here and there. He'll cover like Twitter gimmick accounts too. It's like he does all kinds of stuff in general. So that's why I really like him. And the tweets he reads are hilarious. And like he'll do one of his most popular series, Gen Z videos, and he does TikTok videos and everything. But anyways, he came out with this video titled "YouTuber Steals All My Videos." So let's have a watch about this and find out what it's about.
Things that he's not copied. There should not be these many circles on this screenshot. There's more copied stuff than there's things that he's not copied. And even the things that he's not copied, as I said, he's copied from someone else. Alright, welcome back everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most egregious and blatant copycats I've ever seen. Pretty much this YouTuber has been ripping me off for months and months now. And I was just kind of hoping he'd stop sometime on his own. Like, you know, maybe feel some kind of guilt inside, like maybe someone around him tells him that, hey, it's not okay to do this. The past few months have kind of been like this. It's kind of like a robber in your house, right? But you're watching him rob you for like 3 months, and you're like hoping you don't have to turn him into the police, like, hey, you've stolen like 50 grand now, maybe you can leave now and I don't report you. Nope, this guy just steal, and steal, keep stealing, completely shameless, zero integrity, doesn't stop. This guy's so much of a content theft that if I got cancer tomorrow and uploaded a video about it, this guy would magically contract cancer the next day and make a video about it. So if you guys don't know who this is, this guy has been stealing my titles, my thumbnails, and my content for so long, and I think it's time for a wake-up call. His name is Tagswags, and he's a YouTuber with 300k subs. He's pretty much built a fan base out of completely ripping me off. Now let's take a look at a couple of examples here, right? Here's a video from 2 days ago, and wow, the title seems familiar, and the thumbnail seems familiar as well. You've pretty much seen these exact same things on my channel. And wow, here we have the video from my channel, and honestly, at least this one has a little bit of effort, like he's changed the gotcha character, and you know, but
so off the bat, we can see that the thumbnails are pretty similar. You know, like look at that. So you got the little bulletins. You don't have the what WTF right there, but it says these kids are really cringe. These kids are really cringe part 2. I think this is Pegasus' video. I mean, it's hard to tell the difference.
You've pretty much seen these exact same things on my channel. Look at a couple of examples here, right? Here's a video from
I was looking at my iPad.
From 2 days ago, and wow, the title seems familiar, and the thumbnail seems familiar as well. You've pretty much seen these exact same things on my channel. And wow, here we have the video from my channel, and honestly, at least this one has a little bit of effort, like he's changed the gotcha character and, you know, put some different text there. This is the most amount of effort he will ever do, but wait till you see the rest. Wait a minute, I've seen this thumbnail before, guys. That's right, he didn't even wait 1 day, 5 days ago, 4 days ago, and he used the same thumbnail. This specific thing I was reacting to was like people faking disorders, and there was like 500 good thumbnails exactly like this one, but he had to choose this one. Exhibit C, wow, where did he get this thumbnail from? Wow, that's a really good idea, isn't it? There we have it, a video from my channel called The Worst Tweets Ever. Same thumbnail, it waited a couple of hours, and boom, he's on it. Exhibit D, these kids are actually insane. Wow, Squid Game people. I wonder who came up with that thumbnail. Me. Listen, it's okay to take inspiration. It's okay to even take a thumbnail from a year ago, alright? I don't care. Take it once, take it twice, take it even 5 times. But what I'm about to show you is completely and utterly ridiculous. Like, the content is the same, the titles are the same, the thumbnails are the same, and I'm just gonna show you some screenshots of his newest videos over the past couple of months, and then I'll show you a screenshot of how many of those videos he's copied from me. Here we have a screenshot of the videos tab from his channel, and let's just see how many of these are actually copied from me. Now, if you watch my channel pretty regularly, you would recognize these titles and thumbnails a lot. We got that, all of this, and I'm being pretty lenient here because I could have circled the rest as well, because the Gen Z thing, I literally started that. Like, I was just like, alright, Gen Z is friend, and then I saw that worked, so I kept on doing it. So that's obviously taken inspiration from me. This is pretty much a super fan that watches every single one of my videos, but then is a scumbag of a fan and completely rips me off. And the thing is, the videos that I've not circled, he's just copied from someone else. This guy has zero originality, so if he's not copying from me, he's copying from someone else. Here's the next screenshot of these videos, and try to make a guess. You can probably already see, you might even think this is the Pegasus channel because it's so similar. Here we have this.
Oh, wait. Okay, so already. So yeah, we see all these that are copied, and then like this one was another one. This kind of video was one that Poncho I saw covered, and like Connor Pugs I believe covered too. Like this video down here. These family channels went too far. Like, in fairness, so that was kind of a topic that was really trendy. And that's kind of a topic to like talk about too. Like, it wasn't like your classic Dream SMP did something wrong. it's a bunch of people complaining on Twitter that have like 12 likes on their tweets.
The Squid Game thumbnail, the people who were making fun of the acne girl from a while back. We got a Gen Z video. These kids are really cringe, never seen that title before. And then the Tristan Ortiz thumbnail. And don't worry, I'm not done, right? But it's pretty obvious why he does this, right? It's because this is just how YouTube works, right? Like 60% of the success of a video is dependent on the title and thumbnail. Like Daily Dose just tweeted this out. Like you guys know those Mr. Beast copycats who completely and utterly rip him off with this title and thumbnail? Like Daily...
The problem I have with YouTube is that the success of a video is 60% dependent on the title and thumbnail rather than the actual content. It's not the best approach. I agree with that. That's a good take, because, for instance, like this as an example, that's I don't know why this is immediately what went to my head, but this is immediately what went to my head when after I read that tweet. Like that, this is my example here. Is what went to my head. What else? What can we think of? Rice gum, maybe. Like old 2017 rice gum or something. I don't know. What the heck? What's going on here? No. Jesus. Refresh it. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened with my extension. Yeah, rice gum. That's good. That's another good example. What about who should we use? I saw a video on this today. Trum, one of those life hack channels. Kind of these clickbait, these like absurd life hacks using these thumbnails to bait kids. So yeah, I agree with that take by Daily Dose. That's a good take.
Dose just tweeted this out. Like, you guys know those Mr. Beast copycats who completely and utterly rip him off with his title, thumbnail, and content, but get 10 million views because there's just people who want to see that content? This is pretty much the same thing, except he's copying me, which I don't even know why you would do. I don't do anything special at all. Alright, let's move on to the next screenshot. Guess how many of these videos he's copied? There we go. We got a Gen Z video, exercising his races. Wonder where you saw that one. Forgot to turn off her camera during Zoom class. It was one of my most viral videos. The fake cancer girl. And you might be like, alright, a bunch of people made videos on that. Sure. That's why I'm not taking these ones as isolated incidents. It's just a compilation of everything, because you'd see that he does it directly after me. And if we scroll down even further, it just gets worse and worse and worse. There should not be these many circles on this screenshot. There's more copied stuff than there's things that he's not copied. And even the things that he's not copied, as I said, he's copied from someone else. Some of them he copies and gets more views.
Like, how many? That's 8 videos.
He circles
already
on this screenshot. There's more copied stuff than there's things that he's not copied. And even the things that he's not copied, as I said, he's copied from someone else. Some of them he copies and gets more views than me. That's literally how ridiculous it is, because the algorithm is booming at that point. Now, I know what your first instinct is, right? You might be asking, why don't you just copy strike him? Well, he's skating by the rules. Like, unless you literally go to my channel and download my video and re-upload my video to your channel, like with my audio and my gameplay and everything, then I can't copy strike someone for this. Like, even though he's taken every single title, thumbnail, and the actual content of the video, like all of these videos that he's copied, even the content is copied, which I'll show you in a second. Like, even the posts that I'm looking at are in the same order, the same gameplay, sometimes the same language, mannerisms, and jokes. This is a complete and utter psychopath of a fan. But because of the reason that he's not using my voice and he's using his own voice, that's all it takes apparently, and you can't really do anything about it, except I guess make a video calling him out for being a complete scumbag. Now listen, if I really wanted to go super deep on this guy, I would make a hour-long expose video where I downloaded every single video that he's copied of mine and downloaded every single one of my videos that he copied from, and then I would put them side by side and show you how everything is copied. But the thing is, in order to do that, I would
Pegasus will literally pull an Optimus. He would make a content crusade.
You have to watch hours and hours of content and spend editing for like 3 weeks or something, and just showing like, okay, I said the sentence, he said the sentence.
Like documentary.
From this video and that video, it would just drive me insane. So instead, I'm just gonna pick a random video to give you a little bit of an idea. Alright, this is a video he copied from me. These kids are actually insane with the Squid Game thumbnail.
Yeah, that's the exact thing though. That is the exact.
This was my video from a month ago. Gen Z is really dumb with the Squid Game people thumbnail. Now let's take a look at what I look at in the video, and let's take a look at what he looks at in the video. Okay, what's up everybody, and welcome back. Pretty much this time around, they're pretending to be characters from Squid Game, and they're basically going on social media, faking disorders yet again.
For imbeciles who don't understand how some systems...
Welcome back everybody, welcome back to another video, and now we're going to be looking at some more fake disorder cringe. Without further ado, here we go.
For imbeciles who don't understand...
I'm number 67, please only call me that, she/it. fictive protector, Avenger? Okay, and trauma holder. Oh, like, okay, in the show, I guess, okay.
Fictive protector, Avenger, and trauma holder, taken by 240.
System could develop an alter from Squid Games.
Listen, I haven't done extensive research into DID, so I don't know the whole language behind it of, like, systems and alters and all that. But I think just by what you're doing...
Okay, so I think the topic that he covers, like, that shouldn't matter. But, like, the thumbnails should be modified in some way. Like, if you cover the topics, fine, go ahead if you want. It's your channel, do what you want. But don't copy the thumbnails, is my opinion on this.
Describing? I think you mean somebody relating to the show, as in basically like a normal person. You watch a show and you see similar elements with your life and you start relating with it. If it was literally this easy to build, like, have DID basically, then every single weeb would have it.
I'm kind of confused at the explanation they're giving here because I don't know about DID, but what I can tell you is I don't think that people can identify as a TV show character, but sure they can, like, relate to what they go through. They're giving here because I don't know about DID, but what I can tell you is I don't think that people can identify.
Side note, he sucks at even copying me and often gets things entirely wrong and sends a message I would never send to my audience, which also bugs me.
As a TV show character, but sure they can, like, relate to what they go through. If they're avid fans of the show, then yeah, they can.
There's tons of better examples you can find for yourself, but I'd have to sit through hours of his content, and I'd rather die.
Probably relate to their struggles and all that.
It's actually ridiculous how you can do this and go to sleep at night with a clear conscience, dude. You didn't even attempt to change anything. Maybe rearrange the post or something?
Yeah, at least rearrange the post. Like, find a TikTok that Pegasus didn't get or whatever. Make it at least somewhat original.
Maybe wait more than a week to copy.
Because, like, these topics here, it'd be hypocritical if I was to be, like, completely against this. Like, this is the only new topic. It's like this Pegasus topic. This one's also a new topic, but the rest of these topics, I got the idea to cover these topics from Tipster. Except for this one, too. This one I found on my own. But yeah, all these topics, all my topics from past SFCLives, they're all from, like, Tipster's Discord or from his show, because I just, like, find some of the topics that he covers on the show interesting, and, you know, some he skips, and I just decide, I kind of find that interesting, so maybe I'll cover it. The Streamlabs OBS thing, though, this one I'm really interested in, though. And this Popeye's thing is just hilarious to me.
Me, dude. Maybe use a different damn thumbnail. There's so many good options there, dude. Like, why? Why this one? I don't understand. Are you just that lazy? Listen, honestly, the fact that this guy has 300k subs doing this is so ridiculous, but that's pretty much just how YouTube works, unfortunately. And the thing is, I refuse to believe that this guy doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, he's pretty much actively watching every single one of my videos that I put out and finding a way to copy that title or thumbnail or in some way, shape, or form and the content in that video sometime in the near future, whether it be in a couple of hours, a couple of days, or a week, or a month. I think this guy realized that this worked when he took my most popular video, copied it, and pretty much got 2.6 million views from it. Just because I made the video a long time back, that was definitely a viral going video, but the algorithm wasn't as strong at that point, actually. And just because it was now, that...
Pegasus, I think... Don't quote me on this, but I believe Pegasus had posted a video on that topic, and then, like, months later, Poncho even posted a video on that same topic, and, that's the only channel I remember posting a video was Poncho. But I think Pegasus, like months later, Poncho posted a video on that topic. Not like recent, like months later is what I'm talking about. And so maybe he got the idea from Poncho. I don't know.
That blew up, so he realized, okay, I can just copy this guy and completely get an insane amount of views, right? But there's absolutely zero chance that nobody from my fan base, like not one person, has commented on your channel saying, hey, you took Pegasus's pretty much title, thumbnail, and entire content, you've completely ripped him off. Do you want to stop? There's no way you haven't gotten a single comment like that. I don't know if you're going out of your way to delete these comments or like hide them from the comment section or something, but it's completely ridiculous. There's absolutely nobody who's gonna be like, I'm a Pegasus fan and I'm a Tagswags fan, because they'll just be like, hey, wait a minute. I mean, this guy calls himself a commentary channel on Twitter, but has absolutely zero integrity here. Like, in theory, right, commentary channels are supposed to call people out who do really bad things, right? They're kind of like the people who maintain balance on YouTube so that people just can't get away with garbage like this. And the fact that you're just doing this, dude, just constantly and relentlessly, even to this day, it's just left such a bad taste in my mouth, man. This just made me sad. I mean, I know you're a super fan, just judging by literally copying the exact sentences and reasoning that I use in my videos as well. So I'm sorry if this has come as a surprise or something, but you probably knew this was coming, dude. You can't just get away with this, right? Anyways, he's not the only guy who does this. There's actually a bunch of channels who go around and do this because they're just completely lazy, can't be asked to do any of the work themselves. Like, hey, hey, I want to spend a couple hours making a thumbnail. Hell no. Listen, everybody slips up a couple of times, and it's completely...
That's one thing I try to diversify myself on, is thumbnails. Like I just said earlier in the stream, most of these topics up here I got from Tipster's Discord. Like this OBS topic I heard for myself, but all the links and everything came from Discord. This topic I got from Tipster's Discord, but he never covered it. And then this topic I got from Tipster's show when I watched it the other night. So, and then this one I got my own. I got this one from Tipster's Discord. So that's one thing I try to diversify myself on, is like thumbnails, because I don't want to be like a complete copy. I don't want to like go to Tipster's YouTube channel and then like just like save the image. So like this one, I don't want to like go to Tipster's YouTube channel, crop out the like Tipster logo and everything, and just use the exact same thumbnail. I want to diversify myself in thumbnails at the very least. If I'm gonna like copy some of the topics that he covers.
Fine to do, but just in this video, the amount of things that I circled, I mean, there's no coincidence there. Alright, I've probably said what I needed to say. In conclusion, my only request is to, I don't know, dude, apologize and stop doing this, please. I mean, don't even apologize, I don't care. Just stop doing this. Like, listen, everybody takes ideas and content inspiration from people, right? You might take a title, you might take a thumbnail, you might take an idea for a video, but make it your own, right? To this extent, and what I just showed is just spitting in my face, man. And to any aspiring creators that are watching this, because clearly some fans turn into this, right? You will never be successful being a copycat and a reject, alright? You might say he's already successful, he's got 300k subs, he gets views, right? Life is not this simple, okay? I do not consider the success in the slightest. Sure, you might have some money or fame and get views, but it is not worth it. Becoming a bad person and just stealing people's work, I know my thumbnails and everything aren't god tier and like my jokes aren't the best or whatever, but I legitimately do spend hours and hours on them, however simple they may seem. And the thing is, you'll never know your true potential if you just sit around and copy people, dude. Like, you might have had 5 million subs if you just use your own personality and did honest work, but you'll never know if you're just under my shadow the entire time, right? You're completely satisfied just having half my subs and getting half my views and, you know, just having this little small portion of people that don't know who I am and are okay to watch you, right? Listen, clearly you can speak and entertain people and you've got that whole style down. You can turn it into something so good, dude. You have so much potential. Use that talent for good, man. People would love to be in your position. Don't waste it like this. Alright, that's about it. I just had to speak on this because I was just waiting, like, please stop, week after week after week, but he just didn't, man. I'm like, it is what it is. I had to do it, alright? That's about it. Have a wonderful day, everybody. See ya.
So there you have it. There's Pegasus' whole take on this topic. So Tagswag made a video titled My Response. Came out a day after Pegasus' video, I believe.
Most of you are aware as to what happened yesterday, so the YouTuber Pegasus made a video about me explaining that I steal his content or his ideas, whatever it is, and I'm just going to be explaining my thoughts on this video about me. I don't want to keep this too long, so I'm just going to probably make it a really short video. Most of you have probably seen the video already, so first point I kind of want to start off with, you know, the content on social media. It's free for anybody's use. Like, I can go on social media, find an Instagram post or a Twitter post, and give my take on it. I have the right to use those posts as well. Did I get ideas and get inspired by his channel? Yeah.
So the thing is, this is true, like, this part is true, but I think he's missing the point. Like, the point is, don't steal the thumbnails, and, like, you're stealing thumbnails, too. You're not, like, just stealing, like, the entire topic. Like, it's cool to cover the topic, and, like, do the topics in a different order, because, like Pegasus, he said that in his video, do the topics in a different order. Like, when you watch TikTok videos, do them in a different order if you're gonna, like, copy them, and, like, diversify it, change your thumbnail a little bit, like, modify it, because you just, again, like, you don't want to be a complete Pegasus copycat, because then, this number, 338,000 subs, that's never gonna change, if, like, because everyone knows Pegasus is gonna be like, well, Tagswag and Pegasus are the same thing, but Pegasus is more funnier or something, like that. They like choose, they're like, which one's funnier, which one's more entertaining. It's like, I'll go with Pegasus, and this number's never gonna grow, or it's like slowly gonna grow, but it's not gonna grow as fast as it would if you did your own thing, somewhat.
Yeah, I'm a subscriber of his channel, and I use some of the ideas that he makes videos on. But however, even though I use ideas from somebody, are you sure you use some of the ideas? Pegasus's channel, other people's channels, whatever. That's kind of the landscape we're in. Like, this commentary community that we're in, we all use ideas from each other. And at least what I think is, I think this could have been handled much differently. I just feel like it's not really as big of a situation as he's making it out to be in this video. Like, I like his content and everything. You know, I'm a fan of his channel. And of course...
So yeah, in fairness, Pegasus came out with one video. I don't believe he tweeted anything about it. He came out with one video, one like 10-minute video, or how long was it? I think it was 10 minutes. Like, he didn't like go full on nuclear like commentary crusade on you or like iDubbbz. He just made one 10-minute video.
So I don't want beef with him. I want this to be settled. I just think he was making a bigger deal out of it than it should have been. Of course, I'm sure people used my ideas before, and
I think he handled this fine. I think, in my opinion, Pegasus handled this very fine. He did not make a bigger deal than it needed to be. He made one video on it. He did not. He handled it fine.
Don't really care, because that's just the way everything goes in this community. This is the YouTube landscape. This is how things go. And if he had a problem with this like 3 months ago, that's when he said he had a huge problem with this, I feel like he should have just messaged me about it on Twitter or something. But that's just what I think. That's my opinion on this. Moving forward, I just want this drama to end, so I'm definitely gonna try to be more original with my content. Now, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Is that it? That's all you got to say? Really? So has he, like, became a little more... Oh, hasn't released a video in a while. Okay. Oh, Jesus, though. Look at this. Look at the 37% like ratio. 41%. Pegasus viewers don't screw around. Look at that. Jesus. So, that's Tagswags' response there. Now, here's Pegasus' response, titled, My Final Response, came out a day after Tagswags' apology.
This is the last video on this topic. Okay, right off the bat, this is the last video on this topic, unless I'm forced to respond or something. Please do not respond to this video. There's literally nothing you can say. Just hear me out and continue your channel as a reformed and better person. Also, if you're gonna listen to someone, listen to me and not any of the 3 checkmark rejects in the comment section, considering these people are just as a reformed and better person. Also, if you're gonna listen to someone, listen to me and not any of the 3...
You got Pointless. I don't know this channel. Pointless. Decept, I know that channel. And Jaden, I know her, yeah. So wait, I want to read these. The situation was blown out of proportion. Yeah, sure, what you were doing was unoriginal, and I 100% understand why Pegasus was annoyed, but the people who want to destroy your career over this are just ridiculous. Very, sorry. Very good response, bro. The situation shouldn't have been as big and serious as it was. Hopefully you get resolved after this, and both of you guys let it rest. And then Jane responds, I honestly agree. It's just part of commentary to take ideas from other channels. If I made a video anytime someone did that to me, I'd have no other videos. Yeah, I guess. But diversify your channel like just a tad bit. Like, add your own little version of it, right? Add your own little version of it to your channel. Like change the thumbnail a little bit. Have your own personality. Have your own personal opinions. Don't like give the popular opinion. Have your own opinion, and change the thumbnail and cover the topics in a different order. Like, do that. Like, don't be a complete copycat. Like, Pegasus came out with this video today. I'm gonna come out with the same video. It's gonna be a very similar thumbnail. The tags are gonna be the same, but I'm gonna add a little more. The description is gonna be a little better. And, hang on. Actually, no, never mind. It's my cat. But let's continue.
Checkmark rejects in the comment section. Considering these people are just as guilty as you, and I could have easily made a video on them as well. Obviously, they'll support you in this drama because they literally do the same thing and they are just as bad. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing well.
Hang on, guys. My cat's at my door. Sorry about that. My cat's just like been bugging me all day. I fed her, gave her clean water and everything today, so I don't know why, but yeah.
If you don't know
Been
what's
meowing
going
all day.
on, basically, I made this video called YouTuber Steals All My Videos, where I called out this guy who was basically just, I don't know, like ripping me off pretty hard. If you watch this video, you'll realize that he was pretty much just picking up my titles, my thumbnails, and some of my content as well. And honestly, it was going on for months and months, and this was pretty much my breaking point. I got pretty annoyed, so I made a video about it. Honestly, if you think about it, I was pretty nice about it. I waited really long. Also, I did just give constructive advice as well and how to like better yourself as a person. But anyway, since then he's come out with a response. It's like, titled My Response, and it's like a minute long. So let's just take a look at this video and go from there.
All right, well, I'm sure most of you are aware as to what happened yesterday. So the YouTuber Pegasus made a video about me explaining that I steal his content or his ideas, whatever it is. And I'm just going to be explaining my thoughts on this video about me. I don't want to keep this too long, so I'm just going to probably make it a really short video. Most of you have probably seen the video already. So first point I kind of want to start off with, you know, the content on social media. It's free for anybody's use. Like I can go on social media, find an Instagram post or a Twitter post and give my take on it. I have the right to use those posts as well. Did I get ideas and get inspired by his channel? Yeah, I'm a subscriber of his channel and I use some of the ideas that he makes videos on.
All right, so that was pretty obvious. I mean, if he said he wasn't a subscriber, I would pretty much lose my mind. Now, everything he says there is correct. Like, you can make videos on the same topic and content, but it's still completely missing the point. Like, pretty much intentionally. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and re-say literally every single point I said in the previous video. I mean, you know what you do, man. It's so much more than taking the same idea. Like, if taking ideas was a problem, then every YouTuber would pretty much be a scumbag. But they're not, you know, the problem is when it's so persistent, so blatant, and taking titles, thumbnails, and talking points. Like, as I said, inspiration versus being a copycat and a thief is very different.
But however, even though I use ideas from Pegasus's channel, other people's channels, whatever, that's kind of the landscape we're in. Like, this commentary community that we're in, we all use ideas from each other. And at least what I think is, I think this could have been handled much differently. I just feel like it's not really as big of a situation as he's making it out to be in this video. Like, I like his content and everything. You know, I'm a fan of his channel. And of course, I don't want beef with him. I want this to be settled.
I mean, yeah, of course you want this to be settled because you have absolutely zero hope of winning this because you're just blatantly in the wrong. But also, I just also want it to be settled because, as I said in my previous video, all I want is just move on and stop doing this, you know? Now, the only good part of this 1-minute response is the last statement, which he says, which I hope he lives up to, where basically he says that he'll try to be more original, but boiling it down to everybody doing it as well is so stupid. Everybody does not do this at all. If you look at other channels like, I don't know, Optimus or me, you cannot possibly say that we do anything similar to what you do. There's a huge distinction between channels like us and channels like you, Decept, or any one of your cronies. Pretty much. I don't know why I said cronies. You're all the same to me, to be honest. It's actually completely ridiculous to even compare people like us who are making our own content to people like you who are just pretty much ripping people off. Also, he did say he likes my content and he's a fan of my channel, but I do not like your content, and I'm definitely...
So this is true. Like, Decept, like, Jaden, Connor Pugs, like, they'll all come out with, like, the same video on the same day. Like, Dream is canceled. Dream is... Tommy in it has crossed the line, and like it'll basically be reiterating like the same topic, like the same opinion, essentially. Like I don't say their opinion's wrong necessarily, but they'll be basically like say the exact same thing, word from word, same thumbnail, same like clickbaity thumbnail, same tags, same everything, title, everything. Jim SMP member got canceled. ... Like it, yeah, I agree with Pegasus.
Definitely not a fan of your channel. So I'm just making this distinction very clear. For me, it absolutely just feels like, all right, this guy is like, okay, I can get away with this, so I'm doing it.
I just think he was making a bigger deal out of it than it should have been. Of course, I'm sure people use my
I disagree with that point.
That's absolutely ridiculous. I definitely did not make a bigger deal of it. In fact, I should have made a bigger deal of it because I was incredibly patient. Like most other people in my position would absolutely lose their minds.
I'm sure people used my ideas before.
Also, what ideas, bro? Shut up.
And I don't really care, because that's just the
true.
way everything goes in this community. This is the YouTube landscape. This is how things go. And if he had a problem with this like 3 months ago, that's when he said he had a huge problem with this, I feel like he should have just messaged me about it on Twitter or something.
He says that if I had a problem with it, I should have messaged him privately on Twitter, but why would I give you that courtesy at all when you have given me absolutely nothing to work with? That's like me going to the police being like, hey, there's a robber in my house, but I gave him 3 hours to get away. Like, no, dude, I'm a nice guy, but I'm not that much of a complete pushover that I'm just gonna be like, all right, well, let this guy just get away with everything.
That's just what I think. That's my opinion on this. Moving forward, I just want this drama to end, so I'm definitely gonna try to be more original with my content. Now, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Now, my official assessment of this response video is that the entirety of it is complete garbage, except the last statement where he says he'll try to be more original, but that's just a statement. Hopefully he does. If he does, then it's perfect. That's all I want. All right, so one more thing I think I have to address is the rejects in the comment section. Like, there's these 3 check marks, which he's like hearted or something, who are just saying spewing complete BS. This guy says this situation was blown out of proportion. Dude, I could have made a video on you. You are literally just as bad as this guy. You're sure what you were doing was unoriginal, and I 100% understand why Pegasus was annoyed. Then why was it blown out of proportion? But the people who want to destroy your career over this are just ridiculous. Nobody wants to destroy your career, dude. Literally, the only thing me and my viewers want is stop copying me, make your own content.
This is true. Like, Pegasus in this last video never said, like, I want to destroy your career. I want to, if I can't copyright strike you, I'll have my fans dislike bomb every single one of your videos till you quit YouTube. Like, Pegasus never, like, destroy your career, leave YouTube forever, stop doing what you're doing. He just said change the way you're running your channel and, like, diversify a little. Show your own personality rather than like, having the same opinion as everyone, having the same type of videos, same thumbnails and everything. Like, do your own thing. That's what he was saying. Like, still take ideas from people and get inspiration. But like Pegasus said earlier in this video, stealing a video and getting an idea from another video are 2 very different things.
And boom, that's it. I don't care what you do from there. We got this other guy. Very good response, bro. Lol, is that supposed to be sarcastic or something? This situation shouldn't have been as big and as serious as it was. Yeah, me making one 10-minute video is so big and serious when I make a video every single day, bro. Hopefully this gets resolved after this and both of you guys let it rest. Yeah, this is pretty much my final video on this, so it is resolved unless you make a response to this. If you make a response, I'm forced to respond, so do not respond to this. Please, just don't. Just don't use your words, use your actions to prove that you've changed or whatever. Then we got this person. I honestly agree. It's just part of commentary to take ideas from other channels. If I made a video anytime someone did that to me, I'd have no other videos. You are so stupid, it hurts my brain, honestly. Then here's some more comments. No one is too mad. Just try and diversify your content and put your skills and following to use. There we go. That is a good comment. That's what you should be hearting, and not the absolute yes men rejects in your comment section. The issue is you take his thumbnail, scripts, and gameplay, but if you're willing to be more original, that's good. Yeah, it's very easy to sort this situation out. You should probably go get your own personality. That's just how things go in this community. No, it's not normal or acceptable to copy subject scripts and thumbnails. That's so lazy and unimpressive. I watch your videos sometimes because YouTube recommends them, and I'm bored, but I won't be anymore. I'd rather watch where this content comes from originally. Imagine spending the time to come up with a topic and creating the video from scratch with all of your own references and opinions and media resources. Just have someone effortlessly copy and paste it all into their videos, changing a few minor details to get away with literal plagiarism. Boo to you. That's a pretty good comment, gotta say. It's a bit harsh, but yeah, I respect Pegasus for not going too far and saying lies in an attempt to gain sympathy. He was straightforward, but so are you. Commentary isn't an original idea. 10 people. The point you made just makes no sense. Like, it's so completely different to take ideas to the extent that some people do and the extent that your group of people do. I understand understand the content being similar, but you shouldn't stop yourself from making a video about a specific topic just because someone else did. Yeah, I have no problem with that. But the titles and thumbnails are a whole different thing, that's for sure. Like, it's really not hard to just take 5 minutes and make a different one. Also, it's not a coincidence. There's multiple videos you release merely hours after the guy that look the same. Alright, dude, my voice is just gone, man. What the hell happened? Alright, in conclusion, there's nothing to say anymore. It's just a matter of observing now. Like, hopefully he keeps his word. That's all I can hope for. He tries to be more original. Also, just general advice here, like, try to surround yourself by better people. Like, I don't know if you regularly, like, converse with people like the 3 checkmark rejects in your comment section, but yes, better company would probably yield better character, because these people legit just validate everything you do. They're like, alright, it's fine to do this stuff, when it's really not. Also, in a year or something, you'll be thanking me, right? You'll probably go way further than if you were just copying me. Anyways, beef is done, no hate, that's it. Moving on. Alright, everybody, have a nice day. Wishing everyone the best.
Alright, so that's the end of that's the Pegasus drama, and that's all we have so far. So I'm assuming it's gonna end there. Hopefully it does end there. If Tagswags comes out with another video, then Pegasus said he'll have to come out with another video, and I guess we'll just wait and see what will happen. So a lot of you guys know who John is. I've got the guy's real name, I'm sorry. But this video is titled Me at the Zoo, and it was the very first video ever uploaded on YouTube. Uploaded April 23rd, 2005. And Jod, as you guys may know, you can see a little weird thing going on here. Something that's not normal with YouTube recently. You can see I can see the likes, but I can't see the dislikes. And it's not just this video, it is every video, including videos on my channel. Videos on my channel, you can't see the like and dislike ratio. So let's look at Rewind 2018. But of course we can't. Of course we can't see the dislikes of Rewind either, but we can see the like ratio. So what's going on here? Well, a lot of you guys may have known this. YouTube removed the dislikes feature. You can still dislike videos if you want, but YouTube removed it, and you could actually still see the dislikes in incognito mode if you want to. I went and tried it out when the dislikes feature came out. Like, you can still see the dislikes in incognito mode, but you can't, like, see them when you're logged in. And Jod, one of the co-founders, by the way, this guy's one of the co-founders of YouTube, who worked at PayPal with the other 2 guys. He helped found YouTube, essentially. He made this description. He updated his subscription here, and he said, watching Mac Koval's, probably pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry, announcement about the removal of dislikes, I thought something was off. The spoken words did not match the eyes. The video reminded me of an interview Admiral Jermari Denton gave in 1966. I have never seen less egotistic, more reluctant announcement of something that is supposed to be great. Calling the removal of dislikes a good thing for creators cannot be done without conflict by someone holding the title of YouTube's creative liocism. We know this because there exists not a single YouTube creator who thinks removing dislikes is a good idea, which is true. No one thinks that removing dislikes is a good idea for YouTube or for creators, and that I agree with that point. Why would YouTube make this universally disliked change? There is a reason, but it's not a good one, and not one that will be publicly disclosed. Instead, there will be references to various studies that apparently contradict the common sense of every YouTuber. The ability to easily and quickly identify bad content is an essential feature of user-generated content platform, which I agree with. I really strongly agree with this point, by the way. Why? Because not all users-generated content is good. It can't be. In fact, most of it is not good, and that's okay. The idea was never that all content is good. The idea was, however, that among and flooded of content, there are great creations waiting to be exposed, and for that to happen, the stuff that's not great has to fall by the side as quickly as possible. The process works, and there's a name for it: the wisdom of the crowd. The process breaks when the platform interfaces with it. Then the platform invariably declines. Does YouTube want to become a place where everything is mediocre? Because nothing can be great if nothing is bad. In business, there's only one thing more important than make it better, and that's don't F it up. Which I agree with. So there's the co-founder of YouTube, right there. Former CEO of YouTube's response to dislikes, which I 100% agree with everything right here and everything. So this part, like, he explained the YouTube dislikes feature, or what was going on. And, like, this part was his opinion on it, and I 100% agree. I strongly agree with this paragraph here. So, yeah, this is his response. Alright, so, a lot of you guys know, or some of you guys don't know this, to cover this topic, I gotta cover this. So, there's this, streaming company called Lightstream, and it's essentially like Google Stadia, except it's for live streaming. It's a live streaming website in the cloud. So essentially you just stream from your browser, your games or your calls, or I could do the show through Lightstream if I wanted. And they made this tweet, "Hey, can I copy your homework? Yeah, just change it up a bit so it's not obvious you copied. Bet." And this is the Streamlabs OBS website. Oh wait, it's a live stream. Yeah, that is. So this is Streamlabs right here, and this is live stream. So can I like put the? So there we go. So let's see this comparison here. So this is very like they didn't even try to not copy. Like, look at this, dude. Look at this design. Like, look, maybe like changed up a little bit the panels or where the panels are at. Like, these are pretty comparable. Look at this, dude. So then, the CEO of Lightstream tweets out, "The team at Streamlabs should be ashamed. Not satisfied enough to ride OBS's hard work. Now to copy ours down to the layout and every word on marketing site and our UX in this product." So you guys don't know, OBS is the software I'm using right now. This is OBS Studios. And I use it to stream. I use it to record videos. Without this, I wouldn't be able to do YouTube on my computer, which would really suck, because I really love using my computer. And OBS is an open source platform. Now, open source means that the code is available to anyone to take and use for themselves. So if I could go to GitHub, I could literally take the code to this application, OBS Studio, and optimize it and make my own version of a live streaming studio. Now that is exactly what Streamlabs did, and this is what Streamlabs looks like. So I'll compare the two for you guys. Dang it. I hate Streamlabs, though. I've always hated Streamlabs since before this drama even started. So yeah, I'll shrink this. So here's Streamlabs. And then here is OBS. Now, they look similar. In fairness, I mean, you can't really do much creativity with the live streaming thing, but, you know, one looks a little bit better than the other. And they're both called Streamlabs OBS, because that's what Streamlabs is called, Streamlabs OBS. So here's the comparison. One looks a little cleaner than the other. You know? One looks a little more not futuristic, but a lot more cleaner. Right? So these look pretty darn similar, and that's because the Streamlabs OBS goes off of the code from regular OBS. So, OBS quote tweets this tweet and says, "Near the launch of Streamlabs OBS, or SLOBS, Streamlabs reached out to us about using the OBS name. We kindly asked them not to. They did so anyways, and followed up by filing a trademark." So right off the bat, Streamlabs went against OBS's request to not put that in their name, and me, like many others, thought that Streamlabs OBS and OBS were the same thing, just like one was developed by a different team and the other one was developed by another team. That's what I thought, at least, was Streamlabs OBS and OBS were like not two separate things, they're owned by the same company, because they both had OBS in their name. And does it actually still have OBS on my desktop? Yeah. See? So yeah, let's shrink that. So yeah, look, you can see right here, Streamlabs OBS, and I have it installed because I needed to show this as an example. I did not mean to open that, sorry. But Yeah, you can see right here, Streamlabs OBS. I'm gonna install it though. I'll probably do it on stream actually. Try I have it installed. Anyways, let's continue. We've tried to sort this out in private, and they have been uncooperative at every turn. We are often faced with confused users and even companies who do not understand the difference between the two apps. Support volunteers are sometimes met with angry users demanding refunds. We've had interactions with several companies who did not realize our apps were separate. Legally, they have obeyed the term of the GPL, but they have repeatedly disregarded the spirit of open source and of giving back. Despite these actions by Streamlabs and the OBS project, we will continue to provide free open software and tools for everybody. We will continue to support our users, the community, and our amazing developers for their hard work. So you got a lot of streamers in here. You got Tubbo with WTF. You got Jacksepticeye who said, really thought they were associated with you guys and just a different version. Thank you for your software. It's revolutionary. It's revolutionized the way so many of us do our jobs. So everyone here hates Streamlabs. Like no one. I've never liked Streamlabs, honestly, to be honest with you. Like I literally have like when I used to stream from mobile, because I deleted these streams by the way now, but I would stream with Streamlabs OBS on mobile, because that's one thing that Streamlabs OBS was always good at, was putting it on different platforms rather than just leaving it on one platform. However, what it was not good at was put the software on that platform was not good. Like, yeah, it was kind of the same software. It was very similar, but it still sucked. The quality sucked. Titling, everything sucked. I just hated using this when I did mobile streams. Matter of fact, let me uninstall it now just to show you guys. Oh, let's see. Let's go to apps. Let's uninstall it now, right here on stream. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Bye-bye, OBS. I'll find something to do with that 600 megabytes that I get saved. Yes, uninstall. Right on stream. Boom! OBS is gone. Streamlabs OBS, not OBS. Oh, don't want to do that. Let's just move this. Yep. Optimus desktop. So there you go. Streamlabs OBS. I wanted to do that on stream for you guys. Just to show you guys I don't support OBS anymore. Streamlabs OBS. So yeah, there's OBS's response. Now Streamlabs came out with the response to the other day, the same day this drama happened. It said, "We are taking immediate action to remove OBS from our name. Streamlabs OBS is built on top of the OBS open source platform. Streamlabs OBS is also open source, and our code is publicly available. We take responsibility for our actions and will support the community." Streamlabs. So you got... I haven't seen this. Wait, I want to see this. That's essentially what's going on. Go do a crime. Oops, we got caught. Oh, that's good. That's good. So yeah, everyone's just still hating Streamlabs OBS. Again, I've never been a big user of Streamlabs OBS, but I would definitely not be using Streamlabs OBS ever again in the future. So this is gonna be an easy switch for me. And yeah, I mean, yeah, Streamlabs, screw Streamlabs, dude. Go support OBS if you're a streamer. And yeah, it's all for that topic. So anyways, here's our last topic of the night. Or no, second to last. John Wiggs. He is this retro gaming YouTuber. Who is friends with Tipster. That's how I got this topic, by the way, it's through Tipster. So he's this retro gaming YouTuber, and he posts, like, you know, review videos, like, a bunch of retro stuff. Like, if you're into that retro kind of gaming stuff, like reviews on old consoles or some of the best games for, like, the Dreamcast or something, like, this is probably a channel for you. I posted this video the other day, titled Popeye for Switch Team Threatened to Sue Me. Let's hear him out.
One of the teams behind Popeye on the Nintendo Switch just threatened to sue me. I wish I was making that up. What happened was a couple weeks ago, I made this video, super clickbaity thumbnail there, if I do say so myself, with an even more clickbaity headline, Popeye is the worst game on Nintendo Switch. Now, a lot of people saw this game coming out, they saw the pictures, maybe they saw a video here and there, and they already kind of knew there was like, oh man, this game looks pretty rough. I grabbed it as soon as I could. I literally purchased it from the Japanese eShop because I couldn't wait to play this game. That's when I did the video. My first impression, the first playthrough, I had my son in the background asking to go to Popeye's. Fun times, even though the game looked like...
Well, let's take a look at this review that he's talking about here. So here's his, like, well, you're not gonna watch the full thing.
Oh, I'll take that.
So here's the game.
Oh, hey, can I talk to these people?
Pretty
nope,
basic game. Like, look like it would probably do better on mobile than a
okay.
Switch.
15 hearts left, 13 hearts left, 12 hearts left. Yo! Oh, D, she's... Look at that. Man, she's loving this whole town.
So yeah, and there's not a whole lot going on with this game. This game's very basic.
Alright.
Like I said, it looked like it would do better as a mobile game.
So, the spinach keeps coming back. If I come down here... Okay, so I don't even have the spinach anymore. Alright, let's eat the spinach. Thank you. No, if this was like a fan
happens when he
project or
hits the
something?
guy? I think I heard the punch animation happen before he even punched him. That could be because of the delay or whatever.
No, if this was like a fan project or something?
See, yeah, I heard it before you even punched him. Yeah, it was like I think it was gonna say like if it was a fan project, it would be good. Yeah, but this is Popeye. This is the game that he reviewed.
It's the same song for the whole thing, right? It's the Popeye theme as done on.
So what was his final thoughts?
Again, I want to punch him. Throw him. Hey.
Let's hear the song.
Look at all those hearts. Vulture. Try to punch the vulture, didn't work. That was an interesting sound. I'll type in my name. Why not? Japanese currency. Why would you say that sound all of a sudden?
So yeah, there's just like review a little bit. Again, I'm not gonna play the full video, but yeah, there's just a review. Let's go back to this video. Like it was, played like it did. I was more critical than I am with most games, but I'm also usually pretty fair, I think. And when I say fair, I mean overly positive. Because I try to find the positive in every game I play. But this one, well, let's be honest, it was a little rough around the edges. I still had fun with it, though. I'm not going to name names or name companies or anything like that. This is what Tipster said, by the way. Tipster said he was like old pals with John Wiggs, like back in the day, friends with John Wiggs, when he was a gaming channel. Tipster said that John Wiggs always tries to be a positive person when we're playing games or reviewing them, and that he's just like Mr. Nice Guy all the time. Not saying there's anything wrong with that necessarily. I'm just saying that's what Tipster said. So, yeah, let's continue. But I do want to say what they said to me, and then you tell me if this is correct or not, all right? So it just goes on to say, hey, John, recently learned you've been spreading disparaging remarks. Goes on to say the remarks are untrue and malicious and constitute slander against our reputation and credibility. And then later on goes on to say, this letter will constitute notice that unless you immediately cease and desist from making such remarks, we'll notify our attorneys to institute legal proceedings against you claiming the full amount of damages suffered by us. Imagine, if you would, CD Projekt Red went after everybody who made a critical video about Cyberpunk. Imagine if... That'd be a lot of lawsuits. That'd be like that Triller lawsuit thing that happened a while back. Remember where it was like... we're gonna sue everybody who watched the illegal stream, everybody who streamed it to Twitch, YouTube, all these third-party sites, whoever streamed like the Tyron Woodley, Jake Paul fight. We're gonna sue them all. No, it was forgot the fight. Dang it, it was a Jake Paul fight though. I remember. That's like that lawsuit. That's what it would be like. Columbia went after everyone who said bad things about Ghostbusters 2016. It's okay to be critical. Trust me, I get criticized every time I post a video ever. Whether it be about my hair, my kids, whatever the case may be. But to say that the video is slander, I don't know if that's exactly accurate. I did respond by saying, I think you got the wrong guy, because I post positive videos on my channel. The first email didn't actually say specifically what the video was from. They just said what they said, right? The follow-up email did say, here's the name of the title, here's a screenshot of what it looks like. I was like, okay, they're talking about the Popeye video. Of course they are. I admit it, man. I mean, the headline, super clickbaity, gets you to watch the video, right? I mean, clickbait's a good thing if it gets you to watch the video, and the video is what I was talking about in the video. I even mentioned I tried to stay positive as much as I could through the video, and they did notice that. They did say, you know, the video is fine. You know, what they're more concerned with was, you know, the fact that it actually says do not buy in the thumbnail, and then the headline, of course, talking about how it's the worst game on the Switch. So, a lot of the time, and I'm going to use an example, by the way. A lot of the time when, like, people review bad games, those bad games, like, skyrocket in sales. Like, I'll give you guys an example. This happened to me a couple of weeks ago. Mudahar, some ordinary gamers known as on YouTube, he released this video on
third person.
He released a video titled "PlayStation Has No Quality Control," and he played a game called "Lady in a Leotard with a Gun." And here's the gameplay, by the way, of this game.
Okay, Ultra Project gone wrong, you know? Oh, we got spot. Oh.
So there's the gameplay. Pretty basic. Again, like the characters even floating. Like the characters even floating, not really like walking, but like floating, right? So one thing I did, and let me hide my screen real quick. You guys just gonna be able to hear me, but just let me hide my screen. So yeah, okay. So just make it try to switch back. Let me pull up my email. So yeah, so I really liked this video on Lady in a Leotard with a Gun, and I thought it was hilarious. That I thought, hey, I should try this out for myself. And I actually, let me search up the email. I have it saved because it's so hilarious. Where is it? Is this it? No, it's this one. Yeah. Here it is. I have it right here. Let me pull it up for you guys so you guys can see too. So here's the email. Thank you for your purchase. Lady in a Leotard with a Gun. 49 cents. Sony Entertainment Network. Item Lady in a Leotard with a Gun. So yeah, I actually purchased the game because it was 49 cents. I was like, why not? Why not purchase it? You know, why not? Why not purchase it? So yeah, a lot of the times when people review bad games, those bad games skyrocket in sales. For instance, Lady in a Leotard with a Gun. So let's continue.
And that's kind of where it comes to this. Now, most people would see that first initial email, block, ignore, never mind, it's my channel, I do whatever I want. But I was curious to see where they're coming from. Mr. Me, Mr. Positivity, Mr. Awesome, Mr. Amazing, you know, Mr. Humble, apparently. So with a quick little email back and forth, it turns out we see each other eye to eye on this thing. So it's not like, you know, yes, the threat of being sued is pretty harsh for something like this. A simple yet effective way would just be to say, look, I understand where you're coming from, but man, I mean, it's like, would you consider changing the headline or thumbnail? And most people would just tell them to shove off and whatever, but I love hearing these kind of things, especially from the companies. In fact, sometimes companies will see the critiques from the video, you know, saying like, oh, you know, this game is terrible for this reason, that reason, this reason, and then they can release a patch to fix those things. It's happened multiple times. Yeah, I did a video once where I was sent a Nintendo homebrew.
Or like I just said, YouTubers will review the game, they'll say how bad it is, they'll laugh at how bad it is, and then like those viewers that watch the video are like, man, this looks hilariously bad. I'm gonna buy this game, and I'm gonna play it for myself, like I did with Lady in a Leotard with a Gun.
Where the plastic was too thick and it wouldn't fit into my Nintendo system, and the company was like, oh my god, thank you for that, because now we know that, you know, we better fix our mold to make these games work, right? So again, me, Mr. Austin, Mr. Nice Guy, you know, wrote back and said, you know what, I see where you're coming from. These are all based on my own opinion. I did purchase the game. I tried reaching out for a review code. There was no one was offering one. That's true. And my usual sources for finding review codes for Switch games, nobody had one. And to throw in a little extra snark, have you played the game yet? I mean, seriously, a simple change of this, a simple change of that. I'm happy helping people out. It's why I do videos on indie Switch games, because not a whole...
You start by singing up the audio, right? Popeye, developers, I'm sorry, but yeah, you can start by syncing the audio right. I don't know if that was because of audio recording on his end or something, but yeah, might want to check your audio.
A lot of people are. It's why I love doing videos on like VR gaming and homebrew gaming, because again, not a lot of people are. I love cheerleading video games in total. I mean, I play the new stuff too. I love the old stuff, and I mean, there's a lot of great stuff out there that I wish people would find out about. And I know they say, you know, like any publicity is good publicity. I bet there's some people, and correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe shout out in the comments, I bet there are people who watched my original Popeye for the Nintendo Switch video and said, ooh, yeah, I better purchase that because I want to play it for myself, just to see for myself. I bet it happened. I promise you it happened. I do it all the time myself. I see games that people are like, you know, terrible this game, terrible that game. It's like, I've got to play it for myself now. You do that with movies too. He's like, oh, this movie's terrible. I gotta watch. Let's all get together and watch this terrible movie together. It happens all the time. You know, so after a little bit of communication back and forth via email, we're on the same page now, and you know, and as it turns out, they have other games in the library, some other indie games on the Nintendo Switch, and you'll see some of those games later on in this channel. There's probably going to be some good ones on there. Again, like I said, I love covering indie games on this channel, especially for the Nintendo Switch, so watch out for some of those videos later on too. If it makes sense for how YouTube works and what I'm going through on the YouTube side. So quick change of the headline, Popeye on Nintendo Switch. Could have used more spinach. It's kind of creative, right? I mean, it's still, it's like, you know, it's still criticizing the fact that it's not the best game ever, but, you know, could have used a little bit more spinach, a little bit more.
Dude, I wouldn't be this nice. Like, you can be this nice if you want, your channel, do what you want. I wouldn't be this nice. I would be like, because if this went to court, the judge would throw this out. Like, no doubt. The judge would throw this court case out. Like, I would not be this nice. I'd be like, no, go ahead, sue me. Sue me if you want, go ahead. It's gonna get thrown out. You're not gonna be able to sue me over this, over having an opinion about your game.
More punch, a little bit more something, you know. Give that little Popeye edge there, right? So the thumbnail, one of my better facial reactions there. The critique was more about the words that were on there, and again, I can't say that because there are people who have purchased this game because of this video. So we can certainly change the words, and while I'm at it, I may as well change the facial expression too. There we go, looking really good there. Because at the end of the day, is it really the worst game on Nintendo Switch? The answer is no, it's really not. In fact, it's funny because even after that video...
It's just like a clickbaity little title there, you know, to get people clicking, like, ooh, it's Popeye, and it's the worst game on the Nintendo Switch. Let me see what this is about. Let's see if it's hilariously bad, like Lady in a Leotard with a Gun on PlayStation 4 and 5.
I've gone back and played it more. I keep going back to it. I can't explain it. I can't explain it, but I keep playing it. Oh, hold on. We have, here, I don't know if you can see this or not. Look at that, right there. Popeye played for 1 hour or more. I've played it on recent flights to conventions. I've played it at the airport. I played it just sitting around here. I keep coming back to it. So it can't be the worst game ever because I keep playing it. And I can't explain why.
Bad.
I don't need to explain why. It's that curiosity factor, I guess. I'm not telling anyone else on YouTube what to do to their channels. If they want to do their thing and then, you know, have other people say like, oh, you got to change this, you got to change that, and they don't, and for one reason or another, maybe not changing it is the best strategy because, you know, sometimes companies know what they want for business, but you know what you want for your YouTube channel. And for me, yeah, if it makes sense with everything that's happening with YouTube and algorithms and stuff like that, hey, you know what? A simple change of the headline, simple change of the thumbnail, ain't gonna hurt anything. Not on my channel anyway. It's your channel, you take charge, you take direction, you do what's best. And I'll do what's best on my channel too. The video stays.
Yeah, so again, I wouldn't be this nice if I did this and a company came to me and was like, I'm gonna sue you if you don't fix your video. But I mean, yeah, John could be this nice if he wants to. Like, it's his channel. He makes the decisions. He calls the shots. But like, dude, no, I would not be this nice. I would not let the company like kind of push me around. I'm not trying to like be mean to John or anything, but I would not let the company like push me around.
The thumbnail changes. Like the facial expression changes. Change the headline. Why not? Because I can't call it the worst game ever. It's not because I keep playing it. I can't say that. But don't.
Because it's hilariously bad, John. Just admit it. No, I'm kidding. Okay, he didn't. In his review, it didn't look like he was like laughing at everything. I was like, I was having a gag at it, but yeah. Games like that are hilariously bad to me.
Don't threaten to sue someone for slander in the initial email. I mean, come on. I'm glad it was me who got that because with most other people, they would just ignore it and move on, and nothing would have changed. Is Popeye royalty free now? Can we look that up? What's the statute of limitations? Statute of limitations? Statute of limitations? What's it called? Is Popeye's royalty free? It's been out long enough. Walk at these sand dunes here, why not?
Sure,
we're not going to Popeye's, Jaren. Mr. Cute, we giggling back there. I hear you giggling. No, we're not going to Daddy's car. Jaren, come here. Look at Popeye. Come here. You want to see Popeye?
Look up from his review.
What do you see? Come here. What is it?
Yoga Popeye?
We're not going to Popeye's. Who's this guy? Is his name Popeye? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Do you go to the car?
No, we're not going to Daddy's car. Get out of here. Come here.
So I mean, we don't have to watch this part though. So definitely go check out his like review if you want to see the full review. But that's all for the Popeye John Wiggs drama. Let's move on to the next drama. So a lot of you guys have heard of, I'm pretty sure I've heard about at this point, the Grand Theft Auto the Definitive Trilogy game that has recently come out. I've played it on stream before. There's a video still up on the channel if you want to see it for yourself. I played the San Andreas version using Xbox Game Pass for xCloud. So if you guys want to see how it looks, I mean, go ahead. Me personally, I try to be positive about the games I play as well, and I haven't played the original, so keep that in mind. I haven't played the original Grand Theft Autos, so I like the Definitive Trilogy so far, because this is my first time experiencing this. Like, it's a Grand Theft Auto game. This is my first time experiencing this old Grand Theft Auto game. I haven't experienced the old ones. I've only experienced the definitive trilogy yet, so I don't know if I should really speak on it necessarily, but I like it so far. I haven't played it since stream, but I like the game so far. But anyways, we have this article by MME titled GTA 4 mod and save file taken down by DMCA strikes from Take-Two, aka Rock. I'm just gonna call Take-Two Rockstar, guys. Okay, so mods are kind of what makes Grand Theft Auto. It's kind of what keeps it alive. In 2020 and this year also, the biggest thing of 2020 on Twitch has always been Grand Theft Auto roleplay mods or Grand Theft Auto roleplay, and that roleplay would not be possible without the 5M open source mod that exists. And Mudahar, by the way, because I saw Mudahar's video on this on the mods and stuff. Someone with the name of Gamers, aka. He played a lot of like zombie mods in San Andreas and everything. Oh no, it was in Grand Theft Auto 3. So like mods kind of make Grand Theft Auto fun. It's what keeps people pumping out content about it. It makes it way better than the online service. But let's continue. A Grand Theft Auto 4 remaster could be in the works. Rockstar has sent DMCA claims to mod hosting site LibertyCity.net, which has forced Grand Theft Auto 4 save files offline. The website owners have said that 2 Digital Millennium Copyright Act DMCA claims have been sent to them by Take-Two Interactive, aka Rockstar. The mods have been removed following the claims, which are Grand Theft Auto Advance PC port, so that's the Grand Theft Auto Game Boy Advance port. Beta 2, The Lost of the Damned, unlocked for Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 4 affects The Lost and Danged, 64%. The web page described the content as the Grand Theft Auto Advance PC port Beta 2 is a fan remake of Grand Theft Auto Advance for Grand Theft Auto 3. The original 2D game was developed by Digital Eclipse and published by Rockstar Games in 2004. The game was released only for the Game Boy Advance, which is true. Also, the Danged unlocked mod for Grand Theft Auto 4 was uploaded in 2009. It swapped Nico with biker Johnny Klebitz and a protagonist of the Lost of the Danged episode. The mod included its outfits, spikes, and weapons icons. The Grand Theft Auto 4 effect, The Lost of the Danged, is simply a safe game file with 65% of the story completed. It's not even a mod, the post added. Take-Two has previously gone after mods connected to Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, shortly before Grand Theft Auto The Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, was announced. This leads some to expect a remaster of Grand Theft Auto 4 to be announced soon. However, the recent remaster has received a lot of player criticism, with the new title has been review bombed on Metacritic, that's true if you haven't seen. I'll show it in a minute, and users are demanding refunds. The game score is 0.6 out of 10 on PC, 0.5 on Xbox Series X, and and 1 on PlayStation 5, and 0.6 on Nintendo Switch. All of these on November 14th. So yeah. So essentially, Take-Two is doing what they do best and taking down, making the games worse. A lot of times, modders, and Ludahart mentioned this in his video also, modders will like take the game. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but CD Projekt Red, the developers of Cyberpunk, Project Red, hired modders a long time ago to help fix Cyberpunk for them. See, look, the modders will join CD Projekt Red under company Ubisoft, founded by Trade Nightmare. The team will also include I can't read this part. I can't pronounce the Blumster and Rifuzzo. Together, the modders will work on the Cyberpunk 2077 backend and its modding support. So yeah, CD Projekt Red essentially were like, hey, these modders are making our game better. They're making the game more fun. They're getting rid of the bugs that we couldn't get rid of initially when coding it. So let's hire these guys onto the team and have them make it fun. And Rockstar could literally, like, there's so many great mods out there that Rockstar could literally, if I was Rockstar, I would hire these modders. I would be like, hey, if you work with us, we'll let you develop the mod however you want, but we'll make them DLC for Steam and for PlayStation and for this and that, right? For Xbox, all the platforms. So instead of like an expansion, essentially, like you can get you pay like $30, you can get an expansion and do Grand Theft Auto roleplay for $30 using the 5M mod on PC, or you can like why can't you do something like that? Like hire these guys, don't discourage them, hire them and have them make your game better. But anyways, it's the last topic of the night, guys. That's my opinion on that whole Take-Two fiasco. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, please smash like, subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next one.